Even the viewers at home will agree with what Ustazah Hidayah and what Ustazah Lutfil have said.
Ustazah Lutfi.
Did I say that?
Yes. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and welcome to another episode of Asatizah Answer Your IG Questions. The theme for this episode is Muharram and Hijrah. Muharram is a special month for Muslims. It is the first month in the calendar of Islam. Muharram and Hijrah are interrelated, especially because the event of Hijrah was chosen to mark the beginning of the Islamic calendar. Hijrah is one of the most important events in the history of Islam. It is a defining moment that shaped the next phase of Prophet Muhammad SAW mission in spreading the message of love, peace and harmony. Here with me today are my friends from the AYN to answer your questions on Muharram and Hijrah.
Wait, before we start, do consider subscribing to our YouTube channel for exciting Islamic content. Done that? Let's go.
The first question from the IG followers: did Hijrah actually happen in the month of Muharram?
According to sources such as Sirah Ibn Hisham, the Hijrah didn't actually happen in one setting or in one event. The Muslims at that point in time, they were not able to do the Hijrah all as a whole. But if we scope down to the Hijrah of the Prophet ﷺ, the Hijrah actually happened when he migrated from Makkah to Medina, and that actually happened in the month of Rabiul Awal.
What is the significance of the month of Muharram?
The most significant one is the beginning, the first month in the calendar of Islam.
And also in the month of Muharram, we have this day, which is called the day of Ashura, in which that when we fast on that day, there are merits and virtues to that. And it is also believed that the day of Ashura is the day for the victory of Prophet Musa alayhi salam, where he was released or freed from the oppression of Fir'aun.
Our next question, very interesting. Is the month of Muharram an evil or unlucky month? Wow, evil and unlucky.
That is definitely a misconception.
I'm not sure why the person thinks it's evil, but actually in Islam, the Prophet ﷺ taught us that we're not supposed to be superstitious, in fact. In fact, everything that happens, we are taught that these are all things that are natural in life.
There are 4 sacred months, and it is mentioned in a separate hadith of the Prophet ﷺ, recorded in Sahih al-Bukhari, that the 4 sacred months are Zulqa'dah, Zulhijjah, Muharram, as well as Rajab. So definitely no evilness, no bad omens, all is good.
Does fasting on the 10th of Muharram expiate sins for the past year and coming year? Meaning, if I fast on the 10th of Muharram, all my sins from the past and all my sins for this year will be forgiven.
That will be an interesting question, Ustaz. But I think some of us are confused to fasting the day of Ashura and also the day of Arafah. Those who fast on the 10th of Muharram, the sin will be forgiven only from the previous year.
So yes, not be confused. Fasting on the day of Arafah,
Yes.
your previous year and your current year, all sins will be forgiven. But fasting on the day of Ashura, only for the previous year.
Yes.
Is 10 Muharram a tragic day for Muslims?
While we celebrate Muharram for all its achievements, its merits, its victories, we also have to acknowledge as well the tragic things that happened. For example, the assassination of Sayyidina Hussein radiallahu anhu.
We share our sadness and grievousness to what happened to the grandson of Prophet Muhammad SAW that happens to him on the 10th of Muharram.
As Muslims, we love the household of Prophet Muhammad SAW, the Ahlul Bayt, and therefore 10 Muharram is a tragic day for all of us. Okay, our next question, what is the meaning of Hijrah?
The term Hijrah means migration or immigration.
We all understand Hijrah as the physical journey of the Prophet from Makkah to Medina, but actually to another level, it's a transformational phase. It's a call to strive for excellence and to always change to do better and to spread the goodness that we have towards others in the community.
Today, there are groups who have misled the term Hijrah and use that as a political concept and to perform certain political action, engage in terrorist activities. This is not the ethos of Hijrah as what the Prophet ﷺ performed in the past. How was the Islamic calendar formulated?
So actually, it's a very interesting story. In fact, the months that we know, such as Muharram, Safar, and all these other months, have existed even before pre-Islamic era. But it was only during the time of Sayyidina Umar radiallahu anhu when it was actually implemented, this Hijri calendar.
And it also was discussed by companions on what occasion or what events should we determine the first year of Islamic calendar. So some of companions actually suggest the birth of Prophet Muhammad SAW, the death of Prophet Muhammad SAW, the first time the wahy was revealed to the Prophet to be started during the first year of Hijrah, Prophet SAW from Mecca to Medina.
Those are the questions we have from the Instagram. I have an additional question. How do you start a brand new year?
To start off the brand new year, I would usually do self-reflection on myself, how I can do better, and moving forward, help the people around me to be better as well.
Every single year I will start, by planning to do something different that I have not done the year before, can make me a better Muslim and also a better individuals to the community and also to the family, insyaAllah.
What the Prophet ﷺ taught us is that the small things done with istiqamah is the best towards achieving our goal in the coming year, insyaAllah.
As we celebrate this new Hijrah year, let us make a resolution to achieve greater heights and attain success together as a community. Let us be like the bricks to one another, as commanded by our beloved Prophet Muhammad SAW. That's all we have for today. If you want to read more on Muharram and Hijrah,
Read the article on muslim.sg.
Assalamualaikum.